Ever get hit with one of those, like, totally unexpected charges on your credit card statement?
Oh, tell me about it.
You know that feeling, right?
Yeah.
When your heart kind of skips a beat and you're like, wait, what is that?
Scrolling,
Yeah.
and then bam, something's just not right.
Exactly. And today we're diving into a story about some serious credit card chaos happening to someone you might not expect, Twitch superstar Pokimane.
Oh, wow, Pokimane, what happened?
Ooh. So this Dexerto article dropped today, and it's got some pretty shocking details about her recent experiences.
Yeah?
And honestly, it's got us thinking, how common are these situations really?
Yeah, you never know what's going on behind the scenes.
Right. So first up, we've got the case of, well, let's call it the phantom eyebrow appointments.
Phantom eyebrow appointments. Okay, now I'm intrigued.
Apparently, Pokimane treated herself to an eyebrow session at a spa back in January.
Okay, nothing out of the ordinary there.
Totally normal, right? But get this. She later discovered the spa had been charging her credit card repeatedly for months.
No way. Seriously?
Yeah, like 20 charges since that single January appointment.
What for eyebrows?
For eyebrows. And it gets worse. Sometimes the charges were even $800 in a single month.
$800. That's a lot of eyebrow maintenance.
Right. Like, how many eyebrows are we talking about here? And the thing is, she never even went back after that first appointment.
So they were just, what, charging her for services she never received?
Pretty much.
That's wild.
It's insane, right? And it makes you think, how often does this actually happen? We just don't even realize it because we're not, like, meticulously combing through our statements every month.
It's true. It's so easy for those recurring payments and subscriptions to slip under the radar.
Exactly. And, I mean, if this can happen to someone like Pokimane, who presumably has a team managing her finances, what about the rest of us?
Right.
It's a little scary when you think about it.
Definitely makes you want to double-check those statements.
For sure. But here's the thing that's even more baffling. When Pokimane contacted the spa about the charges, their response was basically, "That's impossible. It never happens. Can you prove it?"
Seriously, in this day and age.
I know, right? You'd think in 2024, with all our technology, tracking transactions wouldn't be rocket science.
Exactly. Like, come on, get it together. Spa people.
Right. It just feels kind of shady.
Totally.
Yeah.
It makes you wonder about their business practices in general.
For real. And it sounds like Pokimane's not letting this go. Apparently, she's ready to bring in her own financial team, potentially even exploring legal action.
Wow, really?
Yeah, she's not messing around.
I can't say I blame her. That's a lot of money.
Totally. And you know what's really concerning about this whole eyebrow saga? It might be just the tip of the iceberg.
Right, there's more.
Oh, yeah. Unfortunately, this wasn't Pokimane's only brush with credit card confusion recently.
Really?
What else happened?
Okay, so you won't believe this. So picture this, right? Pokimane's got this event coming up, needs a stylist.
Makes sense.
And she finds this, like, celebrity stylist.
Oh, one of those.
Yeah, you know, the kind who work with all the A-listers.
Yeah.
And she trusts them with her credit card info.
Oh, that's always a little nerve-wracking. I know, right? Especially when you're talking about Pokimane's level of spending power. Gotta be extra careful.
Exactly.
Anyway, so she moves on, life's good, and then, bam, $5,000.
Wait, what? $5,000 for what?
A charge appears on her statement from some shoe boutique
Okay.
in New York. And the catch is...
Let me guess. She wasn't in New York.
Nope, not even close. Didn't buy any designer shoes.
No way. $5,000. Someone was living it up on Pokimane's dime.
Tell me about it. It's mind-blowing. And so naturally, she's like, hey, what's going on? Confronts the stylist about the charge, and guess what the excuse was?
Ooh, I love a good excuse. Let me think. Did the stylist suddenly develop amnesia?
Close. But even better, my assistant did it.
Classic. The old blame it on the assistant routine never fails.
Right. How convenient.
It's almost comical how often that happens. But seriously, it makes you wonder about the level of oversight and accountability in these situations.
It really does. And you can almost hear the frustration in Pokimane's voice in the article, like she can't believe this is happening. But in the end, the stylist promises to reimburse her, which is good.
But that's something, at least.
Right. But here's the kicker, and this is what really got me. Pokimane basically says, okay, fine, but I'm never working with you again just in case your assistant makes another accident.
Ooh, that's a power move. She's basically saying, I see right through your little game.
Right. And honestly, can you blame her? Who wants to deal with that stress again?
Absolutely not.
Yeah.
It makes you wonder how often this kind of thing happens, especially for people in the public eye. They probably feel this pressure to just brush things off, keep it all hush-hush.
Totally, because imagine the headlines. Pokimane throws a fit over $5,000 shoe charge.
Oh, yeah, that's not good for the image.
Not at all. It's a no-win situation. And speaking of no-win situations, this credit card chaos doesn't end there. Remember a few months back, Pokimane was doing that charity stream with CDawg VA?
Vaguely refresh my memory.
They were playing games, viewers were bidding to join in, all for a good cause, obviously.
Sounds fun. For charity, even better.
Right. Except some viewers decided to take their generosity to another level with stolen credit cards.
Hold on, what? Seriously?
Yeah, no joke. And we're not talking about chump change here. Some of these bids went up to get this $500,000.
$100,000? Are you kidding me? That's insane.
Right. Talk about a charity stream gone very, very wrong.
That's just wrong on so many levels. And it makes you realize, even with the best intentions, things can go sideways so fast.
For sure. It really highlights the importance of being cautious and aware, even in those seemingly positive online spaces.
Definitely. You never know who's lurking behind those usernames.
It's crazy.
It really is kind of wild when you put it all together.
Pokimane, this hugely successful streamer,
Yeah.
dealing with these phantom spa charges,
Uh-huh.
a stylist's accidentally expensive taste in shoes,
Right.
and then on top of that, this whole stolen credit card thing during a charity stream.
It's like a greatest hits of credit card chaos.
I know, right? Makes you think.
It really does make you think about trust.
Trust.
Yeah, like how much we just automatically trust people
Just because.
because of their job title, their reputation, whatever.
Yeah. Like that makes them inherently trustworthy.
Right. Celebrity stylist, fancy spa. We hear those phrases and we're like, oh, okay, must be legit.
It's like we equate fame or success with being, like, morally good.
Yeah. And having good business practices.
Which clearly isn't always the case.
Nope, not always. So, lesson learned,
You
Run.
did. Big time. What's the takeaway here for our listeners?
Be careful out there, folks. Check your statements,
Every single line.
especially the recurring payments, those sneaky little things.
And if something feels off,
Don't be afraid to question it,
even if it's a celebrity stylist or a fancy spa.
especially then. Trust your gut. You work hard for your money. You have every right to make sure it's being used the way it's supposed to be.
That's some solid advice. We should all probably go check our statements after this.
Probably a good idea.
And hey, if you've got a credit card chaos story of your own, hit us up on social media.
You'd love to hear it.
Because at the end of the day, we're all in this together, right? Let's learn from each other, help each other out, and make sure no one falls victim to these kinds of situations.
Absolutely. Knowledge is power, folks. And being informed is the best way to protect yourselves. So stay vigilant, stay aware, and stay one step ahead.
That's a wrap on another deep dive.
Until next time.